I'm Britta Kremke from Kremke Soul Wool. Novelties 2022. I would like to show to you today our vegan cashmere. Yeah, what is vegan cashmere? Well, it's 100% cotton. When I first touched a sample ball of this yarn, I said, is it cashmere? And he said, almost, but it's cotton. I think it's amazing how you can produce a cotton that feels and looks woolly and really, really super soft. The touch is really like cashmere. So I dared to name it vegan cashmere. The color range, I think, covers summer colors, winter colors, natural colors, muted colors, because it's an all year round yarn, really. For those of you who don't like animal fibers or who are allergic to animal fibers, this is the perfect alternative if you don't want to go for synthetic fibers. So why don't you try for yourself how soft our vegan cashmere is? By the way, this is my favorite color, burnt orange. One of the yarn specialties in the Kremke Soul Wool range is recycled yarns, and we already have some recycled yarns in our range. Our Reborn Wool recycled, Reborn Denim, Colori and Uni, Eco Cashmere, which is 50% recycled cashmere and 50% premium cashmere, Karma Cotton, 70% cotton recycled and 30% PET bottles. And not many of you know that even Studio Linen by Erica Knight contains a high portion of recycled linen. So it's kind of a recycling yarn too. Now, here's our novelty. This is Reborn Jeans. And as you can see, it comes in jeans colors only. We thought this might be a good idea to not apply any extra chemicals or chlorine to obtain other colors. So the selection is a little bit limited, but I think the light jeans blue and the very dark, almost black jeans is very nice and they suit each other. And but just to remind you, recycled yarns tend to grow a little bit after knitting and washing. So make sure you use a smaller needle and maybe knit a little bit smaller than you actually need it. Well, I would say just try for yourself. Enjoy. What do I have here? Plain luxury, plain cashmere. It's pure cashmere, and because I thought, our other cashmere yarns, Eco Cashmere with 50% recycled cashmere, and Summer and Cashmere with 10% cashmere and 90% cotton, they need another friend, which is pure, premium, finest ever made cashmere. And this is spun by an Italian mill that actually works for the most exclusive fashion labels you can think of. And this is the reason why it comes in these a little bit funny looking skeins, because we receive the yarn on cones, because that company normally works for the knitting industry. And we wind them into tiny little skeins and we label them. And this cashmere needs a little bit of extra care to become the most wonderful cashmere that you can ever think of. This is, by the way, it's the Oslo hat by Petite Knits. This hat I made and washed it in the machine, and you won't believe it, I put it in the dryer, in the tumble dryer. And it turned out to be absolutely perfect. It's so super soft, and it's a pilling-free, stable, long-lasting, super cashmere. I think it's actually the best you can get in the world. Yes, it's not cheap, and this is why my controller said, oh, don't order too many colors. So we reduced our color range to the classical colors. But if you order a lot of them, maybe he tells me to order more colors. So please go ahead, check out our plain cashmere. Who? What's this? It's rug wool, and that's why it's called Rugby. It's actually made for crocheting rugs or placemats, not placemats, seat mats. And yeah, what is the story behind this crazy yarn? Well, a lot of people ask me, why don't you offer German wool? I mean, raw wool made in Germany. The reason is raw wool from Germany is not soft enough for a hand knitting yarn, because the sheep in Germany are not kept because of the wool, but they are kept because of keeping the grass short or because of the meat. So this is why in Germany we don't have enough soft sheep wool to make hand knitting yarns for pullovers and garments. But I found a mill that makes rug wool from real German wool, and the natural colors are even GOTS certified, and these are the super crazy colors that they produce. And you can see here we are not prepared for this kind of big skeins. This is why we presented them like this, but I can show you how it looks when you crochet with it. This is a nice basket that you can use for decoration or for your project basket. And of course you can crochet rugs, and we actually offer a pattern for rug crocheting for this yarn. Yeah, so enjoy these beautiful colors. Try to find a nice place for this crazy big bobbin in your shop, and yeah, have fun. Okay, and for some of our old friend yarns, we have extended the color palette. Our Bébé soft wash definitely needed some blues, and that's why, yeah, we have made some very nice new colors, I think. And just so that you remember, soft wash means that it is machine washable, but not superwash treated. Superwash treatment is a very chemical process, and we prefer to use the soft wash version, which is done with enzymes. I have no idea how you pronunciate that, but you know what I mean. And another old friend of ours is the Baby Silk Fluffy, and we thought it also needed some solid colors to extend the color palette, and I think you will like them. Some more new colors. A yarn that has become quite popular last year has now a wider color range. We have added some bright colors to our Baby Alpaca, the super soft alpaca version in Kremke sole wool. And yeah, we had some muted colors, yeah, it was lacking some bright, loud colors. Here they are, take a look, and of course the old colors are still available. Now, this is a yarn that has become also very popular because, well, it's our morning salutation. It's made from cotton and tencel, and as you may know, tencel is produced in a closed circle, so that's why it is especially environmentally friendly. And this is why we call this yarn a vegan yarn. We have extended the color palette. I think the color palette was already quite nice, but it was lacking again some reddish and bluish colors, which you find here now. For those of you who like to knit with very thin needles, we have added our morning salutation Fino, which is a finer version of the regular morning salutation with 165 meters on 50 grams. This makes it the perfect yarn for summer shawls and scarves. And those of you who like to knit with very thin yarn needles, of course you can make a pullover out of it. For me, this would be too tedious, but go ahead and take a look at the color range in the internet.